Hey guys, so I've wanted to make this video for a while, but I kind of didn't get around to it, and then if you've watched my last videos, I took my septum piercing out for a while. But I've put my septum piercing back in, if you can see. I put it back in yesterday. Yeah, so I thought I'd make a video on septum piercings. Septum piercings is probably the question I get asked about the most, and obviously the most frequently asked question about a septum piercing is, does it hurt? I know a lot of people who've had their septum piercing and said it's their most painful piercing, and I've watched loads of videos on septum piercings and loads of people have said, yeah, it's the most painful one, blah 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 blah. Mine, I've had it pierced 3 separate times, and it's been the least painful one out of every single piercing I've had, even less painful than my ear piercings when I was like a kid. But yeah, it was my least painful piercing, other than my smiley, but I think that was about the same. Because both of them I felt absolutely nothing, like literally nothing. I felt the needle go through and there was no pain at all. There was it hurt a tiny bit when it was like healing, but other than that, absolutely nothing. Yeah, so I've had my septum piercing pierced 3 times, as I said. First time was in like 2009, I think, and then 2010, and then again, which is this one, was a year and a half ago, I think. It was like May 2011, I think. Yeah. But I've had I took my septum piercing out for about 7 months and it didn't close up, so I could still get everything through, like a bar through without pain, even though I've not had it like in for about 7 months. And yeah. Another question like a lot of people ask about septum piercings is, how do you hide it? I wouldn't really recommend hiding it to anyone. I wouldn't promote lying to your parents, but if you feel the need to, then basically get one of these rings, horseshoe rings. They normally have 2 balls on them, but I can't find the other one to this one, so just basically looks like that. I'll take this one out, hold on. This one's really weird, it's got like a ball on the end and then you like squeeze it closed. It's weird, it's not like, yeah, I thought it was a normal ball closure one, but apparently it was like that. It's quite weird. Yeah, you just put it in like that. It'd normally have another ball on the other side, and then you just flip it up like that. And there you go, and you can't see it at all. I'd recommend, if you're going to have a horseshoe bar and you're trying to hide it for any reason, if it's from school or from your parents or whatever, to get like a smaller one than this one's quite big, but make sure the opening kind of thing is wide enough to fit up your nose, because if it's like really small at the bottom, obviously it won't go up your nose, you won't be able to flip it up. But yeah, I wouldn't advise to anyone getting it done without your parents' permission, because, well, you know, the thing with lying is they'll find out eventually and you'll get in more shit. You might as well just wait and not having to be panicking every time you go home, like, oh, can they see it, can they see it? And you'll be really on edge all the time, in case they see it, so I would recommend just waiting until they say you can, because they will find out eventually, because I tried hiding mine the first time I got it done. I did manage to hide it for a few months, but then they found out, so it's always better to just go with it. So another one is, how much do septum piercings cost? I think it was a long time ago, so I don't really remember. It was about, I'd say, in UK money obviously, it's about anywhere between like £30 or £40, I think. Anywhere between that range, I think. Depends where you go really. So yeah, never go to a piercer though, just for the fact that it's cheap. If it's cheap as fuck, it's because they're not good at it. I made that mistake while getting my snake bites done, and if you've watched my previous videos, when I still had them in, I didn't actually realise at the time, but my snake bites are actually really wonky. I'm not sure if you can see my scars, but I do have scars from them. One's there, and the other one is here, and they are quite uneven. So don't, like, get a cheaper one, because the quality of it will be a lot worse. Probably is more likely to get infected. It'll probably be, if you get in two, probably be uneven, so it's really not worth skimping on money because the quality of it won't be good. So I think that's about it. Costs about £30 to £40. I don't know what that is in other currency. For me, it doesn't hurt. It didn't hurt whatsoever. But it really depends on your pain threshold, because I do have a very high pain threshold. So it depends on yours personally. Don't go to a cheap piercers just because it's cheap. You might as well get it done really well, rather than getting it done terribly and regretting it afterwards. What else did I say? I'm not sure. But yeah, just basically, if you want to get it done, get it done. Don't bother about, like, don't worry if it's going to hurt, because it'll be over almost straight away anyway. And yeah, it'll hurt a little bit for a few seconds if you, like, are bad with pain. But it'll only be a few seconds. It's not going to be like, it's like you're going to be in pain for your entire life because of it. But the one thing I would say is, if you do keep it in a while, then take it out. Then it might not heal up, because mine didn't. I don't know if it does that for everyone or if that was just mine, but yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. I hope this helped if you're looking to get a septum piercing. I think I mentioned most things, but I don't really know. But yeah, anyway, bye!